Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're back at it again. Does everyone know what today is? Of course you do. We are ready for some football, baby. The NFL season is finally here. I am happy. I'm thrilled. Hopefully everyone else is out there thrilled as well. Regarding my team, the Raiders, I'm a Raiders fan if you don't know. The jury is still out on the Raiders. I swear every time I think of the Raiders, they truly make me want to drink. So here's the reason why we're here today, right? Because I'm already got the Raiders on my mind. All right, folks. So today we're going to go ahead and dive into Bardstown Bourbon Company. So let's just kind of give just clip those versions of Bardstown Bourbon Company. So number one, obviously they're based in Bardstown, Kentucky. They produce, I should say, the Fusion series, which we're going to review today. The Fusion series, the Collaborative series, the Discovery series, and what's cool about them is that they're probably they're my top 10 of distilleries, because every single time they put out a product, it's always fantastic quality. I know what I'm getting each and every time, no matter if it's a Collaborative series, a Discovery series, or what we're going to sip today, the Fusion series. So that by itself I like. And for the most part, at least the Fusion series, a little bit easier to find. The Discovery, the Collaborative, sure, those are a little bit harder. But the Fusion series, they're always priced about $55, give or take a couple bucks depending on what state you live in. And they're always easily available. So easily available. You may have to go to a couple liquor stores, but not more than like 2 or 3. Just go to your local liquor store that has a good selection, right? And you will definitely find the Fusion series, which is cool. What else do we know about them? 3 things are supposed to be coming up for Bardstown Bourbon Company, according to my sources. So number one, they're supposed to be putting out I don't know if it's like a limited release, but they're supposed to be putting out, let's just call it a 15-year age statement bourbon, and that's in partnership with Jim Beam. And then they're also supposed to be putting out a 9-year age bourbon, and that's supposed to be in partnership with Heaven Hill. So that's the cool thing about Bardstown Bourbon Company. They're always kind of partnering with different distilleries. And so those are 2 that are supposed to be coming out this year in 2021 in the fall. We shall see. Nothing is fully confirmed. So we'll just kind of go from there. Is that cool? All right. So last but not least, we're going to be reviewing today Bardstown Bourbon Company Fusion Series number 5. Right? Number 5. Verse, and not really so much verse, but I want to just see how good this one is compared to number 4. So this one came out a few months ago. I know a lot of people love Bardstown Bourbon Company, the Fusion series, just as much as I do. So I'm wondering how good is number 5 versus number 4. And the last fact that I have for you, I'm going to drop a little bit of knowledge for you. Number 6 Fusion series just came out. It's actually only available at the distillery currently. So it'll probably be a little bit before it actually hits our shelves. So just be on the lookout. And as we always know, whenever number 6 of the Fusion series comes out, who's right behind it? Our good friends with Discovery series. So I'm sure that won't be coming out very soon as well for number 6. All right, let's go ahead and pour this. So when you think about, like I said, the Fusion series, $55 MSRP, readily available. You can truly find it at a good couple liquor stores. You may have to go to a few, but you will find it, right? Which is very unique and very nice, especially this day and age where it's so hard to hunt for bourbon, to find bourbon, and all that stuff. So let me go ahead and just pour this. So this one in my left hand, your right, if you're looking at the screen, obviously. This is number 5. So Bardstown Fusion series number 5. Bourbon Judge, hit me. What is the difference from number 5 to number 4? Key difference is the mash bill. So as we always know with the Fusion series, they are blending their own bourbon with other source bourbon. So for number 4, Fusion series number 4, this one here came with, let me just show you on the side. I'll let you guys see that as well, so you guys can see that. So number 4 was 40% Kentucky 13-year-old bourbon that was sourced, and then the rest was a combination of their own juice. 11% 3-year bourbon, 15% 3-year bourbon, and 34% 4-year bourbon. And each of those 3 different ones of their own juice had a separate mash bill, and I will show the label so you guys can see that as well. Right? So this one here had, let me get this, goodness gracious. I gotta hit the gym again. This one again had 3 different three different bourbons from their own juice, and then 1 source. With this one, number 5, the most recent one, let me let you guys see that one. This one's slightly different. This one actually only has 2. So 2 from Bardstown Bourbon Company. So 56% 4-year bourbon from their own distillery. 14% Bardstown Bourbon Company bourbon, aged 3 years from their own distillery, and then the other 30% comes from 11-year sourced bourbon. So 11-year verse 13, and only 2 different of theirs verse 3 here. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so do we want to start with number 5 or number 4? Hell, let's go with number 4. Let's go old school. Let's go back to the original. Well, not really the original, but the original between these two. All right, let's go ahead and get into the nose. So, all right, not bad as always. As you can see from a color standpoint, I'm gonna put these bad boys up together. They are very similar color-wise. I would venture to say number 5 might be slightly darker. This is more like a honey ale light brown. This is more like a very slight, almost like a darker sand, kind of a, yeah, almost like a sand, slightly darker sand, kind of a brown, if you will. So number 5 is slightly darker, just by a smidge though. But let's get into the nose for 4. So number 4, as I recall, very fruit forward in the nose, as well as the palate. Tons of like apricots, tons of like berry notes as a whole. But more like apricots, pears, very vanilla forward, very honey. All right. Hey, I say this each and every week. Peace, cheers, salute. I appreciate everyone out there. Thank you guys and gals for always watching the channel. I appreciate all the love, all the comments. Even when people give me feedback or insight like, hey, Bourbon Judge, you can do better if you do X. Trust me, I'm working on it. Everyone always needs improvement, right? So I'm doing my best, and I appreciate all of you guys and gals out there. Peace, cheers, salute. Here we go. Damn, I love that. That, oh my goodness. Woo, that just shows you how much I liked it. That is just so, it's just so creamy in the mouth. Everything from that nose, sorry about that. Everything from the nose, didn't want to cough there again. Everything from the nose transferred to the palate. Tons of like apples, like caramel, vanilla, almost like even like some notes in the back there, even like some oranges as well, and a little bit of like some like pepper in there as well, right? Very, very nice, very elegant, but yet bold at the same time. For a 95, or I mean 94.9 proof, but basically for a 95 proof bourbon, that is a solid choice all day long. Number 4 is legit. Fusion 4 is legit. No joke. Number 5, woo, you got your hands full. I hope Bardstown Bourbon Company, you guys are able to produce, you know, it's obviously different, but hopefully the same quality bourbon time after time. Typically you do. We shall see. All right. Before I get into this one real quick, I need your help, folks. Number 1, please drop me a comment. I love going back and forth. Always a blast. Let me know what you're thinking, what you want to see next coming up. Also, hit the like button, and please make sure you also subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate it. All right. Let's get into this nose. All right, so the nose on this one is not as fruit forward as number 4. This one has like more notes of like clove, caramel. More minty. Wow, way more minty on the nose for this one. Way more mint forward. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of caramel. Interesting. More, maybe like more apricots in the back. So this is way more apricot, more mint. Not as sweet note as that one forward as that one there. All right, well, as I say, here we go. Cheers, everybody. Okay. All right. That's different. Hold on one second. Let me get a little bit more just to make sure. And I've already, you know, popped this one, poured a little bit in my infinity bottle a couple days ago. So this definitely has some time to open up. Let me just get a little bit more just to make sure. This is interesting. All right. Wow. That is very interesting. So, I'm going to say everything from the nose with this one absolutely transfers to the palate. This one is more of like a, to me, it's a bit spicier in the nose and in the palate. Way more like mint forward, more, did I say it right? Mint forward, yeah. Way more mint forward. Tons of like vanilla kind of folded in with the mint. Some almost like some notes of like nutmeg almost kind of baked in there. This is more of like a, let's call it like a spicy apple pie in a way. Where this one is more like a fruit salad. There's just tons of apples and pears. It's soft but elegant and bold at the same time. This one is way more mint forward. Way just spicier as a whole. So, the question is, Bourbon Judge, is this a buy? Is it worth leaving on the shelf and just waiting for number 6 to come out? Folks, the judgment is in. This, I'm just joking. It's a buy. This is actually really, really good. What I love about Bardstown Bourbon Company, the Fusion Series, or just Bardstown Bourbon Company in general, is that each and every time they're always producing quality products. While I love the fact that this one is very just sweet, soft, and well balanced with a nice little kick, a nice long finish, this one also has a long finish for a 95 proof bourbon. The finish is extremely long, actually, again, for a 95 proof bourbon. Very long. It's extremely spicy and bold. If you did this in a blind battle, I guarantee you would probably think this is like a 110 proof bourbon, or maybe like 105. But you would not think that it is a 95 proof bourbon if you were truly doing it as a blind battle. That is very, very good. Folks, hey, I say this each and every time. Peace, cheers, salute. I appreciate each and every one of y'all out there. Talk to you guys soon. Later.